Hello, everybody. Welcome to another NASCAR, also IndyCar Diecast update. This time, I'm gonna shake things up a bit and show some IndyCars that I've got. Two of these are from 2019, and I figured, why not, since I already had more than too much money in my bank, and I figured I wanted to expand my IndyCar 164 collection, since 2019 at least was good for IndyCar. NASCAR in my personal life, not so much. I don't miss 2019, but I do miss it in terms of IndyCar. One of my guys, Scott Dixon, and Will Power may not have won the championship that year, but it was still a phenomenal season. It was still fun to watch. Unfortunately, Graham Rahal, this guy, I think he crashed on the first lap, both races, both Portland races I went to. But nevertheless, this is still a very slick scheme, nevertheless. And I think, and he just recently became daddy to, I don't remember the baby girl's name, but he is married to one of John Force's daughters, Courtney Force, which is pretty dope that you're now officially a husband of the top dog of NHRA. Next is a highly prestiged IndyCar driver known as Tony Kanaan. I remember it was not too long ago he finally won the 2013 Indy 500. It was much like Dale Earnhardt's frustration to win the Daytona 500 finally, until it came in to 1998. As you can see, it's right there. 2013 Indianapolis 500 winner, 2004 IndyCar Series champion, and 17 race winner. His last race win, I think, was the finale of 2014, which was the night my favorite IndyCar driver, Will Power, won. Oh boy, what a night that was. I remember being on call with Race Day 2011, also known as Robbie Noonan. Since his main man, I think his main man was, I don't remember his primary driver. Was it Helio Castroneves? Yeah, Helio Castroneves, and also Tony Kanaan. So it was rather bittersweet, much like the 2013 finale for me. I was sad that Helio Castroneves lost to Scott Dixon, even though I really like Scott Dixon, but at least Will Power won that finale. Same for Robbie in 2014. He's not the most thrilled that Helio Castroneves lost the 2014 championship, but he was happy that Tony Kanaan won that race, and he was happy for Will Power, since he really felt for Will Power getting constantly screwed out of championships, and until he finally won it in 2014. Goodness gracious, I couldn't have been more thrilled for my main man, Will Power. And now, since a multitude of drivers of mine are retiring from IndyCar, it's now boiled down to two full-time drivers, known as Scott Dixon and Will Power. Helio Castroneves and Tony Kanaan are at least scheduled to run part-time. Tony Kanaan in particular to run the 48 for the ovals, whereas Jimmy Johnson, of course, my main man in all of any racing period, is about to take over the 48 for exclusively the road course races, which we're going to talk about in just a bit. I saw this Alex Bowman diecast at Walmart for a cheap price, and I thought, what the hell? It's Hendrick Motorsports, and it's at a cheap price, so why not? And it's from Chase Elliott's first championship season. And Jimmy Johnson's rally scheme that he should have won at least more than one race in, if not the throwback race with the 7-time champ hybrid scheme or the lefty scheme, but whatever. Bullshit happened, and it made all the naysayers spread their bullshit propaganda, and it continued to let all those dim-witted fools to feed their ego about how they're supposedly right, because they like to take numbers at face value rather than looking beyond the horizon, checking loop stats for Jimmy Johnson's post 7th championship statistics. But whatever. It's still nice to have that slick scheme in my collection, nevertheless, as he never gave up in that paint scheme when he wrecked at Daytona. Next is Denny Hamlin's Federal Express throwback, which throws back to Cale Yarborough's number font, but also the old logo for FedEx. God damn it, I'm still mad at. Not the most thrilled with Denny Hamlin not pulling the smart move at Darlington, which is no wonder why he didn't win the championship last year. Well, because of his bonehead head moves. It's no wonder you didn't win that race either. You didn't even wave that you were getting into pit road and you hogged up Jimmy Johnson. Nevertheless, it is still a cool scheme. And next is Austin Dillon's Best Pro Shop scheme. I figured that since I saw it at Loudon, I figured, hey, why not? Can't stand the guy, but hey, I like collecting cars that I saw in person. Next is two of Dale Earnhardt Jr. schemes that he ran at the 2016 and 2017 Kentucky races. 2016 Kentucky race was actually a very decent race to watch, and it was fun to watch that showdown between Brad Keselowski and Carl Edwards, since they were both short on fuel. And it kind of blew me away how Brad Keselowski was still able to edge out Carl Edwards when he was just so short on fuel. Sorry, I'm getting off track and not talking enough about the paint schemes, but hey, I kind of thought I already had the 2017 scheme in my collection, but when I looked back in this treasure box right there, which is where I keep my cars, I thought, wow, I didn't, so might as well get it on eBay. Next is Ricky Stenhouse Jr.'s 2016 standard Fastenal scheme. It's a pretty decent looking car. I don't remember what races I saw it race in person, but it is still a pretty slick car to have in my collection, especially when it's from the year that Jimmy Johnson won the 7th championship. Next is the raced version of Tony Stewart's last race at the Brickyard 400, which was always his dream track. He always dreamed of racing at Indianapolis and tried to win the Indy 500 or any race at Indianapolis for so long until I finally saw him win a race at Indianapolis in person in 2005. So then following the Indianapolis race in 2016, unfortunately Kyle Busch won that race, but whatever, both he and Jeff Gordon, while Jeff Gordon was in the 88 Exalta Chevrolet, subbing for Dale Earnhardt Jr. since he, by that point, suffered a concussion issue, both did a wave around for one lap, pretty much doing some kind of Alan Kulwicki salute on their farewell tour, even though Jeff Gordon already completed his full-time farewell tour. But that was pretty much Jeff Gordon's last ever Cup season running a limited schedule. Glad that both Gordon and Tony Stewart managed one more win on their last full-time season. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case for Jimmy Johnson. Anyway, whatever. Next is Tony Stewart's Stux Limited scheme that, if I recall correctly, he ran the scheme at the Coke Zero 400, which Brad Keselowski won at. A pretty damn slick scheme to have in my collection as well. Can't believe I didn't have all those Tony Stewart schemes all these years. And then Casey Kane's Panasonic Tough Book scheme that he ran at Dover in the autumn. Casey Kane's 26th season was rather bona fide garbage. did not even lead one single solitary lap. I don't even remember him being a competitor for any race, for that matter. The highlights I remember him in 2016, for that matter, is besides his Terry Labonte 1980s throwback, is the tangle with Danica Patrick at Fontana, and of course his involvement in the crash at Homestead, Miami, when Carl Edwards screwed himself. Luckily, he was able to edge out one more victory at a crown jewel the following year, but unfortunately, he didn't get to retire at Hendrick Motorsports, and pretty much retired because of health complications the following year after his crown jewel victory. Casey, just letting you know, we miss you hauling ass in NASCAR. We miss you on the track, and we always will. We'll always love you no matter where you go. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more. There are more diecasts coming. This is Space Metal 4RE248. Spacing out.